All right, well, now to a potentially worrisome trend among young adults. Instead of graduating, landing that big job in a new city, many are moving back home. In fact, according to Fortune.com, about 1.5 million more adults under 35 live with their parents today than they did a decade ago. That is a healthy 6.3% jump, Stacey.
That means about 1 in 3 adults ages 18 to 34 lived with a parent in recent years. 1 in 3. That's a big number. And joining us now to kind of break this down is Dr. Abby Hall. She's an economist at the University of Tampa, frequent guest with us here. I can tell you neither of my adult-age children live with me, nor would they probably want to. But I know it's fairly common, and there's a lot of reasons for that, not just the economic conditions, right, Abby?
Sure. So there's a lot of different factors that go into this choice of having adult children live at home or not live at home. So as you mentioned, some of those are economically driven. Some of those have to do with shifts in trends in, say, education, trends in housing. But then there's also other trends too, just the normalization of multi-generational households and cultural differences. So certain cultures are more likely to have multi-generational households than others, which could also be contributing.
Abby, when we talk about this and the factors that play into this, is there a boy versus girl factor? Are we seeing more boys move home? Are we seeing more daughters coming back to live? Or is it really just blanket across the board?
So at least the data that I've looked at has been more aggregated, meaning that it's looked at men and women. And we're definitely seeing an increase in both. I'd have to look a little bit deeper to see if there appears to be marked gender trends. But this appears to be an overall shift, particularly in that youngest age cohort of 18 to 24.
Well, and it's not easy to find a job these days. My son was a recent college grad, and a lot of his friends are having trouble finding a job in this market. And sometimes, of course, you want them to come home, get settled, save money, but it's that matter of when do they leave and how long is that little gap period we're talking about?
Sure. And so one of the things that we see in looking at the data about adult children living at home is that parents and their adult children may have very different recollections or may have very different feelings about how prepared they are to be financially independent. And here we do see a really big difference among different income cohorts. So if you are an upper class or a middle class parent who has an adult child living at home, that's more likely to be a temporary situation, and both of you are likely to view it as being temporary, whereas lower income households, it's more likely that it's going to be a longer time period together, and people are likely to anticipate that it might be permanent.
Well, we certainly appreciate the input. A worrisome trend for sure. Dr. Abby Hall with the University of Tampa, thank you so much for joining us today.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
And you know,